In the Middle East, the Bashar al-Assad regime has collapsed. And as we learned tonight, a group of students at Mercyhurst University were able to track the events as they happened in Syria.
HTS is one of the main resistance groups, one of the main rebel groups.
Brandon Mazie is a graduate assistant at Mercyhurst University's Center of Intelligence Research Analysis and Training. He explained to us how they were able to track in real time the collapse of the Assad regime in Syria.
We haven't seen an event like this since really the fall of Saddam Hussein in Iraq during the 2003 invasion.
Since then, they've continued to monitor the situation on the ground in the country.
The Prime Minister of the former government, al-Jilani, who is now brokering essentially a transfer of power with the resistance groups that were able to capture Damascus and force Assad to flee.
I was actually in Jordan when the first attacks from the rebels started occurring in Syria back in 2013-14.
Director of the program, Brian Fuller, was on the ground in the Middle East when this civil war began 10 years ago. He said seeing the Assad regime being forced to flee the country after 50 years says a lot about two countries that supported the Syrian president.
This shows how weak Russia really is and the toll the conflict in Ukraine has taken on their military. It also, and their resources, and it also shows how much the IDF in Israel and the IDF has really decimated Hezbollah and Hamas and other Iranian proxies to the point where Iran can't even support Assad in keeping his foothold in that country.
And President Biden described the sudden collapse as a moment of historic opportunity, while President-elect Trump said, quote, Assad is gone. His protector, Russia, led by Vladimir Putin, was not interested in protecting him any longer.